heart rate monitors on because we're going to hit it and quit it this morning. So happy blessed Sunday. Shout out to all of my early risers. You've probably already been up. So it's a busy day. Today is a day of classes, and we're going to get in some type of additional movement practice. Why? Because the habit is everything. Even if your movement practice is shorter on some days, if you're already struggling or challenged with weight loss, which I would really term weight release, right? Then it's very important to have a mindset of habit. So the habit comes number one because life is going to get in the way, children are going to get in the way, all the other jazz. So we're going to hit it and quit it. So this is an additional workout or movement practice, which is the way I like to think of it. Organizing things in your brain in a certain kind of way can really give you more access to neutralizing a lot of the mental resistance we have around establishing a new habit. So I have my heart rate monitor on. Monday through Thursday for the 5 a.m. workout, we set the heart rate monitors for functional training. That's our favorite type of training here. Why? Because, we can work out in the gym, but all of us have a home, and most of us have an exercise mat. If you have a mat, you have enough space to administer some deep therapy to yourself. If you're on the YouTube channel, this is something different. We're still going to hit it and quit it. But if you have questions about getting started with your movement practice as a lifestyle, I'm going to put the link in the description and on our active rest. Then you can ask a question or if you need some kind of support. Because if we're spending time on the internet, hopefully you're getting something back for the very valuable investment of your time, your focus, your energy, and attention. Those are not tangible, yet our subconscious is fueling most of our behaviors, beneficial and non-beneficial, and the habits and our mindset are everything. Everything. All right, so let's set this heart rate monitor. If you want to know my heart rate monitor and all the tools I'm using, reach out to me at info@body-culinary.com. Got to hit and quit it because we have other classes. Training started. So we're setting it for other indoor, right? So we can keep track of the different types of movement practices we're doing. I can see right now that my heart rate is at 44% of max, which means I'm not doing much of anything. And represented as beats per minute, that's 79 beats per minute. That way you can ensure that you are nice and safe. Okay, and I will put the link inside of the description. I said I will put the link. So I'll put the link, right? So respectful interactions only. I don't have time to waste, and I'm really about healthy boundaries, right? So I don't like to misuse my time. So if you're serious and you're about getting into action, then we can have a communication. All right, so you can put your heart rate monitor down by the side if you're taking medications or if you're concerned about your heart, then you can start to see exactly how your heart is performing, right? So a couple of things. Today we're going to use the jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, if you can't jump, you can use 2 dish towels, right? Anything can be modified or scaled up or down. You can work around your knees, use your common sense because the ego will take out the host. So if you don't have a rope, you can use the jump rope and fold it up, or you can use 1 or 2 dish towels, right? Level 1 is going to be touch your knees to your chest, right? Also, if you feel like your heart rate is going really high, that's going to be your active rest, right? So you get a stretch on your lower back and allow your heart rate to come back down. When you feel recovered, then you can pick back up. Please have your 20 ounces of agua nearby because these are a habit. It's a habit. It's a habit. You don't have to keep coming back and forth, making this decision over and over again. That's mentally debilitating. We want the consistency. So level 1 today, we're going to start with just getting the body nice and open and warm. Make sure that your pelvis is tucked under, so belly button is drawn into your spine, right? Not the ribs, but the belly button is drawn into your spine. Your deep core muscles behind your pubic bone, you're drawing them up and in so that your spine has some kind of support. You want to ensure that your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles, those imaginary headlights, that they're pointing straight ahead. So if we should do any lateral movement out to the side, you're not putting your knee over your toes, which is going to compromise your knees. Let's get started, right? Because I'm losing 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and I have other classes today. So let's just start with the knees to the chest. You can take your appropriate level. If you're right here with the 2 dish towels, right? You can be right here at level 1. If you can't jump, or you can just start with the feet together with your basic jump. Your belly button is pulled in nice and tight. You want to get the heart rate up. You're also working coordination. Why? Because you're not just training the muscles, you're training your brain. If you're sitting on social media all day, you're not requiring your brain necessarily to work. So anything you don't lose, including the brain, you're going to lose it, right? If you have poor circulation, then how your nutrients going to get to your brain? Belly button's drawn in. So on the balls of the feet, nice and light like a cat. Stomach muscles are drawn in. So if you have 2 rags or 2 dish towels, put your excuses on notice. Breathe nice and deep. You should be able to hear your own inhale and your exhale. Good. And quick release. Heart rate is at 74%. If you're deconditioned, your heart rate is likely going to go up very quickly. Lift your knees to your chest. Let's take some arm circles to the rear. Open up the chest and the shoulders. Go across the arms, across the chest, and swing it back. Your belly button's drawn in. You're going to rotate your torso side to side. Notice if you have any tightness in your lower back. I'm usually tighter on my right side. Big shoulder rolls back. Good. Gently tick-tock your head side to side. Nice smooth movements, not jerky. Turn your head from side to side, looking over opposite shoulders. Curl your chin into the chest. Then look backwards. Good. First plank step, coming down to the floor. So modified. Right, you're going to spread the fingertips. First, give your wrist a little roll out. Spread your fingertips, tuck your hips under. Level 1, you're in tabletop position. Step your right foot outside your right hand. If you can't step all the way, that's okay. Respect your body's range of motion. Come back down to the center. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Come back to tabletop position. If you've been with me longer, full extension. Do not have your butt in the air. Your shoulders are stacked over your wrist. Step the foot outside the hand. Come back to center. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Back to center. This is 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, good, and 10. Roll the wrists out briefly. Next movement pattern. Again, spread your fingertips. Make sure you're pressing your hands into the floor. You should not be sinking down. Press your hands into the floor. You're going to curl your toes under. If you're level 1, you're bringing your right knee to the outside of the right elbow, right? 5 times. Then you're going to alternate. If you're level 2, you're going to tuck your hips under. Here we go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, rest if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Activating your core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. So that's first cycle. Nice, easy, breezy. No gym, no problem. So grab your 2 dish towels or your dish towel and your jump rope so you can stay basic level 1, right? If you want to, you can also incorporate the rope for a basic jump. Feet together, stomach muscles pulled in, or you can stay with the 2 dish towels. Breathe nice and deep. Good, and rest. Lift the knees to the chest. Good. So extend your jump rope Just use your arms. You can use a broomstick. Take the arms back and then forward. Stretching out the chest and the shoulders. Take it to the rear and down, elbows are straight. Stretching out the chest and the shoulders. Hold it back. Make sure your pelvis is not tilted forward. It's tucked under. Again, take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it back. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it back. This is 5. Coming back to your jump. So again, if you have the dish towel or the 2 dish towels or 2 rags, whatever you have, you can simply lift the knees to the chest. Make sure that you're actually touching your knees to your chest. Again, if you have questions, put them inside the chat on the Body Culinary YouTube channel because the link is there while we're on. So, second set. You can stay here with basic jump or pull your belly button in, add a twist. If you're going slow, go at your own level. If you get stuck in the rope, just come right back. So if you don't have a rope, right, or you just have the 2 dish towels, this is what you're doing, right? So this is not the excuse time, right? You can find excuses to get done what you need to get done. That's the vibration movement on this channel. Not to beat up on yourself, but to hold yourself accountable. You got to get tired of being the same and making excuses. It's tired. It's not exciting. It's not inspiring. Belly button is pulled in nice and tight. Try to get a bigger twist in the rope so you can work your trunk. Working your trunk is good for your back. All right, lift the knees to the chest. Heart rate is at 79%. You can let me know what your heart rate is. So extend the arms, elbows are straight, right in front of you. Take the arms around and back, open up the chest and the shoulders, round out your back. Take it around, round out your back. This is 3, 4, good, and 5. Opposite direction, chest and shoulders, round out your back. Chest and shoulders, round out your back. Chest and shoulders one more time. Good. So if you need support, you can hold on to a broomstick. Place a broomstick, or you can just use your hands. You're going to take and drop your torso down and then round your back up. So if you need support, use a broomstick. That's free $99. Or open your legs up a little bit wider than the hips. Drop your torso down. Head is going to follow like a whip. Round your spine up to the ceiling. Drop it down. Round it up. Little young blue. Drop it down. Round your spine up. You want fluid movement in the spine and want to drink water. Otherwise, your spine is going to be dried out, right? Fitness is very practical. Round it up. So it's 2. Good, and 1. Push your hips over to the side. So hips are pushing over to the side. Right, push your hips on that side wall. Push it forward. Squeeze your glutes so you open up the front of the hips. Push your hips to the other side wall. Now put your glutes on the wall behind you. Feel a big stretch in your hamstrings. Side, front, side. Big circles. Put your thumbs behind your back just to protect you from hyperextending or leaning too far back. Opposite direction, side, front, side, and rear. Side, front, side, and rear. Big hip circles. Keep drawing your belly button in. So lift the knees to the chest. Next set of plank steps. So nice, easy breathing, like a recovery workout, but still creating the habit of movement. So again, spread your fingertips. Make sure you're not sinking down. Press your hands into the floor. Your joints are stacked. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. So you're either stepping it out, back down to center, step it out, level 1 or level 2. Tuck your hips under. Keep your butt out of the air. It's not downward dog. Step it out. So this is 2 and 2. As big a step as you can. Respect your body's level and degree of flexibility. This is 4. Make sure you're breathing. And 4, 5, and 5, 6 and 6, 7, 7, step it wide, 8 and 8, 9 and 9. We're going to hold 10 a little bit longer. Hold 10. Push your back heel towards the back wall. Take your right arm, extend it straight out in front of you, thumb points toward the ceiling. This hand here is nice and flat. Pressing your body, your hand into the floor, pressing the body away from the floor. Put that hand down, step center. Opposite side, step the left foot outside the left hand. Push your right heel towards the back wall. Squeeze your glutes so you can feel the stretch in that hip. Extend your left arm, thumb points up toward the ceiling. Good. Place the hand down, tabletop. Rest for a second. Roll out your wrist so my body is nice and hot. Next movement pattern. So right knee comes to the right elbow or outside the right elbow for 5, 5, 5, and 5. Level 1 is on your knees. Level 2, tuck your hips under. Here we go. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now rest if you need to. Respect your body. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Feel that nice stretch on your upper back. Coming up. So, body should be nice and warm. Get a sip of water if you need to. Don't gulp it. Sip it down. Water tastes so delicious when you have it during your movement practice. Next set of rope. We're almost 15 minutes in. Nice and efficient. We got to hit it and quit it. We don't have all day. We have the garden. We have other classes. Coaching today is at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in joining in on coaching on whole living foods and fitness as a lifestyle, not a diet, then join me, right? So we did basic. You can have your 2 dish towels, light on the feet. You can stay right there, or you can lift the knees. Really try to put the knees on your chest or feet together. You have a little twist. If you want a little bit more of the challenge to also train your brain. People don't think of the brain. You're eating first for your brain, but you want to challenge your brain. So I'm going to work on coordination. If you can, you're going to try to go backwards. So you can use your 2 dish towels or your 2 rags. It's also going to train, open up your shoulders. Pelvis is tucked under, belly button's drawn in. So we're going to try it backwards. If you get stuck in a rope, who cares? Stop, start again. Ready? Here we go. Hold my little cute pants. Don't get caught in the rope. See? Not perfect. Come right back. Light on the feet. These pants, honey. Fashion, I'll always be working with the jump rope. We have to keep going. Now that time, heart rate got up to 83%. So you can let me know what your heart rate got up to. Now, isn't it interesting when you do something that your body is not accustomed to, moving in a different direction, doing a different exercise, you can see that your body gets adapted if you're doing the same old thing all the time. So knees to the chest, recover. Ooh, heart rate went up with that jumping backwards, right? So let's open up the legs. I'm going to take a step back with a little Jenga, right? From capoeira. Coming back to the line. Step back, one hand guard your face. Step to the line. Good. And Jenga. Basically, step not crossing back, hips forward, step back, bend the back knee. So Jenga, 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 Jenga. Cocarina, drop down, watch that kick. Good. Jenga, 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 Cocarina, Cocarina. Watch your target. Jenga, 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 Jenga. Keshada. Go right back into Jenga, 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 Jenga. Keshada. Good. Jenga, Jenga. Dodge that kick, Cocarina. Good. Jenga. Good. And Jenga. Like the face. Open up the hip. So you can have a bent leg today. Tuck your hips under. Again, re-engage. Belly button to the spine. Deep core muscles. Draw them in and up. External hip rotation. Open up the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Internal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Extend the arms overhead. If your arms get tired, your elbows are straight. If your arms get tired, then bring them right down here. Otherwise, tuck your pelvis under, arms are fully extended. Leave some space between the two legs. Step back. So this is 1, nice and easy, and 1. 2, put your fingertips on the ceiling, and 2, 3, and 3, 4, take your time, 4, 5, 5, 6, good for your core, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, good, and 10. Lift the legs right out to the side. So we're moving in different directions, right? You don't live in a machine, right? So external hip rotation. Other side, I'm hot and sweaty. I'm hurried to 80%. No machines are necessary, right? Natural bodies matter. So external hip rotation. Opposite side, bent leg. 1, 2, deep breathe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Internal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Arms fully extended overhead. Again, tuck the pelvis under. Belly button is drawn in. Deep core muscles behind the pubic bone. Draw them up and in. So I can't see it, but you can feel it when it's nice and active. Elbows straight. So head is right in between your arms. Take your time. Never slam your back knees down into the floor. Leave some space between the legs. Step back. Nice and easy. 1 and 1. If you need to make it tiny, make it tiny. 2 and 2. We all have to start somewhere. 3 and 3. 4, 4, 5. Put the fingertips on the ceiling. 5, 6, and 6. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. Woo, lift the knees to the chest. So I'm nice and hot. Heart rate is at 79%. Get a quick sip of water. For my young flowers out there that haven't gone underneath the knife, I'll tell grown folks what to do. FYI, we never needed full body parts. Your glutes have a purpose. If you don't work them and they're flat because you haven't used them, you're going to have issues with your back, right? So I don't know how much putting additional weight back there, it can't do anything. It can't find nerve endings. You have extra weight. When you're trying to get out of harm's way, how are you going to sprint? So I invite you to think long term before entering something into your body temple that doesn't supposed to be there, that's not supposed to be there, that could also cause an inflammatory response long term. We just want to keep our breasts, small tetas, doesn't matter, you can run faster. We just want to, and if you have bigger ones, work it, get a good bra, work it out. But you want to keep them tumor and cancer free. We want our womb tomb and cancer free. So we want to be very discriminate about things we can't recognize entering the body. Let's take another quick set of rope. We only got a few minutes. Here we go. So you can stay with the 2 ropes, basic jump. You can add the twist. This one just gonna go out and in, out and in. Again, your jump rope is a good time to engage your core. I'm all recovered. Here we go. Go at your own tempo. Breathe nice and deep. Rest if you need to, and come right back. Breathe nice and deep. Good. And relax heart rate is at 85%. Let's take our next set of plank steps. Woo. Lift the knees to the chest if you need to recover. Come right down to your mat. Tabletop position. Spread your fingertips. Tuck your hips under. Belly button's drawn into the spine. Make sure you're not sinking the body down. Press your hands to the floor. Scapula should be to the skin. We only got a few more minutes. So level 1, step that right foot outside the right hand. Don't judge yourself. Use your common sense. But beating up on yourself, whatever. Let your mind go off, but still get your movement done. That's 1. Otherwise, full extension, level 2. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Slow it down if you need to. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Hold 10. Hold 10. Push that back heel towards the back wall. Extend your right arm in front of you. Thumb points toward the ceiling. This hand is down. The left hand, make sure that hand is pressed flat into the floor. Hand down, step center. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Extend your right arm straight out in front of you. Thumb points toward the ceiling. My right heel and that back leg is pushing towards the back wall. I feel a deep stretch in my hip. Good. Step center. Roll the wrists out. You can either lace and wave them for a moment. Number 2, tabletop position. Tuck your hips under. Right knee coming over to the right elbow. So this is going to be 1 right there. That's level 1. Take your appropriate level if you're on hands and knees. Or level 2. Here we go. 1, 2, deep, breathe deep. 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. So that stretching your upper back. Coming up. Let's see if we can get in one more round of rope. Very cardiovascular. Again, you can put your results on your heart rate monitor inside the chat. If you have questions, the link is up before I get off on the Body-Culinary YouTube channel, on StreamYard. So on this channel, we share leverage lifestyle practices. There are 3. Peaceful consumption, food that demonstrates that it loves you back. This is not the season, just go by compliment. That's not doing anything. Words is not cutting it. It's not enough. No action, you're fooling yourself. Peaceful consumption, if it's giving you acne, clogging your colon, giving you extra weight, we have common sense. Level 2, or principle number 2, a daily personal movement practice. No gym, no problem. Speaks for itself. You want dopamine? You can take alcohol and drugs, or you can get dopamine from your own body that's non-toxic. Doesn't age your liver, doesn't age your face. You choose. And number 3, garden/nature therapy. If you're going to trigger yourself, you might as well trigger yourself into relaxation, right? All right, here we go. So let's finish off this rope. So you can either stay with your 2 dish towels and your rope, basic jump, or if you're all the way down, good morning to my mom. If you're lifting the knees to the chest and just swinging the dish towels, that's fine to get in when you fit in, but make sure your belly button is pulled in. So the next one is going to be just knees up in the rope. Let's finish it off because the time is about to go off. You can stay basic or pick your knees up. Try not to get your little pants caught in the rope. It's actually fun. Breathe nice and deep. Keep going, there's a little more to go. Oh boy, I'm getting dyslexic now. Here we go. Woo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Dios mío. Woo! My rate is at 89%. That's 30 minutes, a quick 200 calories. Easy breezy cover girl. Well, challenging. Natural bodies matter. So let's get some water. Gotta jump to the next meeting. So I have a question for you. What's up with the circle of influence? Now, I'm not telling grown folks what to do. You keep people around you, all you do is go, not making it bad or wrong. I was a junkie. All you do is go out for beers, weed, chips, gossip, housewives. That's a choice. So you choose your circle of influence. If you do an accurate accounting, if you by yourself do an accurate accounting of how you have spent your money, look at your checkbook, look at your debit card, credit card. You do an accurate accounting of how you have spent your time and your date book. It's on you. You can't control things that have happened to you, but you are 110% responsible for your life. So we're being encouraged to numb out and sedate. Sedating is not getting to the root of the problem. You want to sedate, lay on the floor in fetal position, or I invite you to. That's not getting to the root of the problem. So I don't know about you. I'm looking at you sideways. If you're offering me a solution that's going to give me 10 more problems, if you're offering me a solution that's going to compromise the functioning of my brain, if you're offering me a solution that is devoid of character, if you offer me a solution that's going to jack up my organs, if you're going to offer me a solution that's going to have me inebriated, staggering down the street, if you're offering me a solution encouraging me to put my sacred reproductive organs at risk, then I have to look at you, then you're not my friend. You don't have my back. Period. That's it. It's simple. It's simple. So are you investing in yourself? If you're not, this is not the time to be beating people over the head and trying to convince them to get fit with you or wait for other people. If you wait for other people, that's on you. In case you haven't known, people are like, this is coming, that's coming. It's here. Many of us are behind the ball. We're behind. A lot of our conversations are remedial and they're not ending in any kind of action. So my time is valuable. Hopefully you think your time is valuable too. So I invite you. Again, those 3 leverage lifestyle practices. Peaceful consumption. If it's jacking up your body, right? One of the reasons too, I'm going to say that we don't lose weight or the unhealthy weight is because we're not honest, and many of us are addicted mentally, physically, chemically. So the stuff that we're chemically addicted to that's legal and illegal. It is what it is. I'm not making it up, right? So peaceful consumption, a daily personal movement practice, and garden/nature therapy. Come along on the journey. If you're talking about fruits and vegetables, if you're talking about the garden, if you're talking about movement or something that's beneficial, then you have my ear. Otherwise, my ear is closed. Create a great day on purpose. I'll see the folks that I'm coaching at 2 p.m. today. If you're not on the mailing list, get on the mailing list because not everything is going to be on social media. The time we're spending in the garden, there's troubleshooting that we're doing with fitness. And again, natural bodies matter. We're all at our most attractive when we are healthy. See you soon. Like, comment respectfully, subscribe, and all of that jazz.